alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm Mrs. Shahad Sulaiman and today we'll continue Unit 3 from where we stopped last time. So today we're going to talk about the orca whale. You can call him also killer whale because he is known for its powerful bite. And its Latin name is Orcanis orca. So where does this orca whale live? Or what is the habitat of this orca whale? They live in cold and warm ocean like the Arctic, Pacific and Atlantic Ocean. So you can find them near to the pole or in a warmer places also. So what does this animal eat? They eat fish, seals, penguins and sometimes they can eat small whales. So now we need to know what is the behavioral adaptation of this orca whale and what is the physical adaptation of this orca whale. Its behavioral adaptation is the pack hunting. So the way of hunting for this orca whale is pack hunting. They hunt in groups. They work as a team to hunt its prey, whether it's fish, seals, penguins, anyway. And the physical adaptation, he has streamlined body. Why does he has this streamlined body? So he can swim fast in the water, because as you know from the last session that the streamlined body means, so this body is built for speed, so he can reduce the resistance of the water or the resistance of the air. So this the meaning of the streamlined body. This body is built for speed, so he can swim fast in the water because he reduces the resistance of the water, so he can swim fast. And he also has strong fins, so he can control the direction in the water. And he also has sharp teeth, so he can grab and tear his prey. And he has thick skin, so he can protect it from the cold water. And the fascinating fact about the killer whale, he is from the dolphin family, and he is the largest member in this dolphin family. So now we're going to continue to another part, which is the prey adaptation. The prey adaptations, they are features that animals have to help them avoid being caught or eaten by the predators. Like this prey, this fly has or do adaptation so they can avoid being caught or eaten by the predators. So this fly has characteristic things that help it avoid being caught or eaten by the predators. So what is the characteristic thing that this fly has? This fly has eyes on the side of the head. Why does she has eyes on the side of the head? So it can see in all direction and spot where the predators is. So if she spots the predator in this place, she will move away from the predators, so she can avoid being caught or eaten by this predator. The prey also has body built for speed, like the streamlined body. The streamlined body is a body built for speed. And they also can make camouflage. What does the word camouflage mean? Camouflage means the animal will change its color, as we talked about it before. The animal will change its color so they can blend with the environment or hide from the predator. And the prey, they can also live in groups so they can protect each other. And now we have this table. This table shows several ways of adaptation, like the camouflage, burrowing, spikes, and so on. And this is the animal or the examples of the animal who do this type of adaptation, like the grasshopper here, they do camouflage. And this is the habitat or where this grasshopper live. They live in grassland. And this table also shows how this adaptation helps this animal and also some of its predators. So we will explain this table row by row. So the first row is the camouflage. Who does this camouflage? The grasshopper. So the grasshopper, its color is green, so it looks like a leaf, or it looks like the grass, so it's hard for the predator to see it. So this is the grasshopper. So look, the color of the grasshopper is green, so they can hide or blend with the environment, so it's hard for the predator to see it and eat it. And the predators for the animal or for the grasshopper is the birds and snakes. So the second row, which is the burrowing. The rabbit dig burrows under the ground so they can hide from the predators. So what are the predators of this rabbit? They are foxes, eagles, snakes. So the third row, which is spikes. The animal here will have spikes, so they can protect themselves from the predator. So this porcupine, this animal has sharp quills, so they can release it as the predator. So when the predator come near to the porcupine, they start to quill, or they start to shoot this quills or release this quill, so the predator stay away from the porcupine. So this is the porcupine, and this is the quills or the sharp spikes that the quills or that porcupine has. So the porcupine has sharp quills that protect it from the animals. It looks like the hedgehog, but no, this is another animal. This is not the hedgehog. This is the porcupine. And now the fourth row, which is hearing. The bat, known as its echolocation. What does the word echolocation means? It means that the sound waves, the bat will make a sound, and this sound wave will travel in the air, and then it will hit into something like the air, like the prey or obstacles and so on. So the bat or this sound wave will bounce back to the bat, and the bat here will know where is the prey or where is the predator, so he can also avoid the obstacles in this complete darkness. And the predators for the bat is the owls and snakes. And now this row, which is alarm calls. The meerkat animals, they live in desert, so the meerkat make loud alarm call. So why do they make this alarm call? So they can warn the group. They live in groups. The meerkat animals, they live in group, so they can protect each other. So if one meerkat, this is a meerkat, if one meerkat see a predator, this meerkat will start make an alarm call, so they can, or so he can warn the group when a predator is nearby. And then you have the night feeding. The mouse, he known as night feeding, he comes out at night so he can avoid being caught by the predators, because the predators are fewer at this time at night. And the predator of this mouse is owls or cats. And the speed, the animal who can run very fast, which is the deer. The deer, they live in the grassland, and they also can run very fast from the predator. The predator of this animal is the lion. This animal, which is a skunk. The skunk start to spray an awful smell, so he can make the predator move away from him. So this smell can hurt its nose and burn its eye, the eye of the predator. So when the predator come near to the skunk, this skunk will spray its awful smell. So the smell is so strong, so the predator will burn its eyes. The smell will burn the predator eyes and hurt its nose, so he can run away immediately from the skunk. And this rat kangaroo, they don't drink water because they live in desert. So instead of drinking water, they can eat seeds and dry plants. So this is how they survive in the desert. Then you have the wood frog. The wood frog here, he freezes himself so he can survive in the cold winter when there is no food or worms. And then you have this blue colored frog. So how does the poison dart frog adapt to avoid the predators? The bright blue color that the frog has, this warns the predator not to eat it. Like the frog says to the predator, "Don't eat me, I am poisonous." This is what the color tells, and this called warning coloration. So when the predator sees this color, they know, so this frog, it's poison, so I will not eat it. So how can the snake eat the frog without dying? There is only one snake that he can eat this frog. Why? Because he adapted to be resistant to the frog's poisons, so he can eat it easily without dying. And then we have the jellyfish. How does the jellyfish protect itself from the predators? It has stinking tentacles that can harm the predator and protect it. So it stings the predator so it can protect itself. So what animals that can eat the jellyfish? The sea turtles. The sea turtles can eat the jellyfish, and the tuna fish, and also the penguin. All these animals can eat jellyfish. And then we have the tortoise. How the tortoise adapted to avoid the predators? The tortoise has hard shell, so it can withdraw its head and its length, okay, when he feel danger. So it withdraw its head and its length. So who are the predators of the tortoise? Like the ravens. The ravens can eat the tortoise, and also the monsters, the Gila monster. It's a venom lizard, is known as Gila monster, and also foxes. All these animals can eat this tortoise. So how do predators eat tortoise? They will bite through shell. So it will break this shell and it will eat it from it. And it will also pull off legs and eat their eggs and young. This is how the predators eat the tortoise. Then we have the water buffalo. How do water buffalo protect themselves from lions? It uses its horn to attack the lion. So does the lion hunt buffalo alone or in groups? No, the lions hunt the water buffalo in groups. They can kill the buffalo because one lion can't kill a water buffalo, okay? And then we have the final part in the unit 3, which is Darwin's finches. A scientist named Charles Darwin discovered that each kind of finch had a different beak shape, and that beak was adapted to help the bird to find food in its environment, because not all the finches have the same kind or the same shape of beak. Like this bird beak, not like this bird beak, and this bird beak not the same of this bird beak, and this not like this. So each finch has its own shape of beak, and this shape of beak, it helps it to find its own food. Like this bird, it eats insects, so it will have thin and chisel shaped beak, so it can pick and dig insects out of tree. So it has to be thin, so it can dig and pick the insect out of tree. So the beak here in this bird or in this finch has to be thin, so it can, or chisel shaped beak or thin, so it can dig or pick the insect. Like what? Like the woodpecker. The woodpecker here, it's digging insect out of wood. So its beak here is thin and like the chisel shaped beak. And then we have this bird. This falcon have hooked beak, so he can tear the flesh, because this bird he eat the meat. So this beak has to be hooked, so he can tear the flesh out of the animal. Okay, this is the falcon. So the falcon here have hooked beak, so he can tear the flesh. So we have here thin and chisel shaped beak like the woodpecker, and falcon have hooked beak, so he can tear the flesh. This is the hooked beak. Okay, and then we have the parrot. The parrot here, it has a beak like the nutcracker, so he can break the hard shell because he eats the seeds and the nut. So the shape of its beak has to be like the nutcracker, because the parrot here he eats the seeds and the nut, so it has to be hard, okay, like the nutcracker. And then we have the final bird, which is the stork. The stork here, its beak long and sharp beak, so he can catch the fish in the water, like it in the water, in the shallow water, so he can pick the fish or catch the fish from the shallow water. This is the stork bird. So now we finish the unit 3. If you have any question, leave in the comment. Bye bye.